No, it's not. The minimum wage in Wales is low because their GDP and productivity is low. And for the parties that are going to get in power, Labour, Conservative or Liberal or whatever, have no help for the region of Wales.
No, not really. I don't think it is, because everything is so expensive today, isn't it? If you've got a family, I think everything should be lifted up to that family and give money to what people can afford to live with. People shouldn't have to struggle like today, not in this day and age.
No, it isn't, because I couldn't live on it. Could anybody else? I don't know. I hadn't.
I think people struggle on a low wage. Even above that, people struggle. You have poverty with both parents working because of the pressures of paying mortgages, increased fuel costs, increased food costs. So I think the standard, the level of wages set at is probably far too low for people to be able to cope.
I think it should be raised a little bit because the cost of things going up in terms of me owning my own business. The price of stock and things is certainly going higher and higher day on day. And I think that's kind of reflected in supermarkets things as well. If you think of national minimum wage, it's probably just enough to get a stock. If you've got families to feed and kids to feed and things, it's probably just enough to get you by. But I think by putting it up, it certainly will help families around the county borough.
No.
Why didn't?
Because the job that I worked in, we had staff working with us who were actually earning bang on the minimum wage, doing a job for the government. It was an absolute disgrace.
No. Everybody has to have worthwhile for going to work, and that's not enough money. Common sense tells you that's not enough money.
I personally think it is, because the more you put it up, the more prices go up. So
Yeah.
I don't see the point of raising minimum wages when everything else goes up with it.
No, because they just don't know the meaning of the word survive, do they? They got the money, they got more money than sense, in my opinion, and it's just, they just don't know what people are living like. When you got people living from hand to mouth, and they don't know what that is like, do they? Because they've got so much money themselves.
Oh, I very much doubt that. I don't think Sunak could.
I don't think they have any concept of it. I know Richie Sunak is a multi-millionaire and comes from a very wealthy family. I think they would struggle to cope on a week's wages in a day, or even a month's wages in a day. It's quite shocking to me that their meals and their bars are subsidised when people who are out working in the NHS, working very hard, have to struggle to pay for everything.
I don't think so, to be fair. I think if they were in the kind of shoes that people in Bridgend were, I think they would have a very different perception of what it's like to live on the kind of national minimum wage, and they probably have a reason to see why it should be raised then.
No. No, I just don't think, I have no trust in any of them, to be honest.
No. Well, I think probably Keir Starmer would have more of an understanding, but I don't think Rishi Sunak would have a clue.
Well, I suppose it depends if they got mortgages and what else they were. I mean, they could work 24 hours a day, but they might just scrape by. But they've probably got nicer houses than us as well.
That's right.